Coast Nation, Sanbunan Bafetu, and welcome back to Football Trends with me, QP. Now, on today's video, guys, we're going to talk about the message from Fawaz Basadin, which I know a lot of you might find this shocking. Remember, we wanted Fawaz Basadin for the longest time, and there's a lot that has been happening when it comes to Fawaz Basadin. But before we jump into that Bafetu, I want us to look at something that was said by Atazwane a while ago, and also something that was said by Coach Nabi just yesterday after losing against the Moromo Gallants, in which the game we were leading and then we lost. So far, it looks like we are failing to win at FNB Stadium. Ekaya, we are failing to win. I don't know what is happening, what is causing that, but it's not something that happens usually. So for now, before we jump onto the message of Pasadena, and then also we talk about everything else, let's just quickly jump to this message.
Want to see, I can say things that people might see differently, and people think maybe I think I know too much, or I think I'm too harsh, on players. But the reality is, we know that we didn't have good enough players to play for this club. We had players, yes, that could play for this club, but not good enough, because we can't keep repeating same mistakes. As I've said earlier on, that are we improving? It kills the coaches, as if coaches are not preparing players. And you look at the goals that we've been conceding, let alone that we are not creating goal-scoring opportunities. You look at today, we were too flat. Like I said, after scoring a goal, then it's like we said, no, we don't want to play anymore. It's fine. We're good with the 1-0 lead. We didn't want to go forward. We didn't want to run. We were tired. So I don't know where from what, because we had at least the full week to prepare and also recharge our batteries and be ready for this game. So those are the things that obviously talk to us as a club as to going forward, who should be part of the team, and and who should not be part of the team. And we want to be realistic with that. I think we've been nursing some of the players' feelings for far too long now, so things have to change.
Bafetu, this was taken a long time ago. And what have you noticed? Bafetu, if I ask you, the same situation that we've been talking about with Kaizer Chiefs management, or Kaizer Chiefs as a whole. We are nursing the players. That's why they end up not doing the work that they need to do. So this problem has been there. It's something that I did not want to accept, but come on, guys, we have to be honest. We can't have coaches change coaches with no different results. So clearly something is going wrong with the players, and we need the right players with the right mentality, who are going to be able to take up the positions that we need and fill up and play the football that we need. Because those players, they forget with Basamsevens in Lana, they are here to work, and they end up not doing what they need to do. So that is a problem. But Coach Nabi, I do not blame him. Even though he's defending the players, Uzamugba defender, so that he can be able to play on a derby, because there's nothing that we can do currently. So I'm just waiting to see what the management is going to do. Mafika transfer window. What is that one thing that management is trying to do, so that we can secure the players that we need for the coming season? Because if we are going to the next season and then also we do not sign the players that are needed by Coach Nabi, are we going to say that Coach Nabi is a bad coach? Or we have to give accountability to the management? This issue, no. The management failed us, and they failed Coach Nabi. You understand? So I do not know what is going to happen with Bafetu, but let's just quickly jump to Coach Nabi, and then we'll take it from there.
It's true that unfortunately the situation is is very bad. We have to accept it, and there is no excuse about that. But the most worrying thing is not for me. It's not about the result. We have even lost our way of playing, and that it's even more concerning. About the statistics of all those previous games, we can say a lot of things about it, but the only thing that we can say about today is that we are in a very bad situation, and that's the situation that we are in.
We are in a very bad situation. But there's nothing more that coach can do. Coach is not expected to teach players, Uti. You do not need to make mistakes in the field of play. I mean, I understand when you make a mistake, one mistake in the field of play, but making multiple mistakes and each and every game that you play, when it looks like you're not improving, you are busy failing to do the right things. Come on, Buffet, too. Have we reduced the status team to that level? Because Kumbula, this is Kaizer Chiefs we're talking about. It's not a team where you come to learn. This is a team where you come to work and perform. We can forgive the young players. The young players, I can forgive them. But players who have been signed, they say, let's keep an email. Said, no, we want you and we're signing you. We need you to come and work. Come on, guys. Let's be honest. This is not the team for that. That's why we have Kaizer Chiefs development. It's because we want to develop the players. So more developer, you just need to adjust and adapt to the senior team level, and then that's it. Not to no, this is how you trap, this is how you pass. That is not the coach's responsibility. The coach does his work, Bafit. I believe he does his work very much well, but unfortunately, because the players that we currently have, they're failing each and every one of us. And then also he further said, in terms of the loss, he said, first of all, my apologies for the delay of the press conference. It is true that we had a talk with the players after such a difficult position we are in. You can see that everyone is hurting, feeling down, and showing lack of confidence. You could feel that some players are giving up. What I told them is that there's no time to blame anyone or regret what has happened, because today's result cannot be changed. We have two very important games in front of us that can still save our season. The Soweto Derby is coming next weekend, and there's the final of the Nedbank Cup. Everyone needs to assess themselves honestly and reflect on how they perform in training and during games. We need to stick together and approach this week's preparation with our heads up. So, but FNB Stadium, we haven't won any game. Angazi sigcineni nokuwina igame FNB Stadium, especially this year. So we're going to go again, and then we play Orlando Pirates. I don't see us winning, Buffet too. And it's a sold out event. So imagine if we are performing like this in a match that is not sold out, and then when it's sold out, what is going to happen? I do not know. But Buffet too, we need to make sure Kaizer Chiefs management needs to take out accountability and make sure what they do the right thing, because we cannot be failing again and again and again and again with the same thing. You understand? And then let's jump to Fawaz Pasadine Buffet to now. Interesting questions that have been asked to Fawaz Pasadine, and the responses of this guy. You can clearly hear Utumchita is open. He is very much open to moving abroad, but not abroad, but moving to a bigger team. That's all I can say, because he was asked Umchita Owoti, like, where would you like to play next season? And this is how he responded. He says, I don't know. I'm not sure. You understand? I do not know. I'm not sure. I think for me, that's one of my strong points, because my career hasn't been easy. You understand? I've learned the hard times, and now being at the highest. So I've experienced a lot of lows. For me, it was to remain grounded and know that my contract is here at Stellenbosch. I'm playing for Stellenbosch and just focusing on what I can control. That was the main thing. You understand? What he can control. So that is something that he was speaking about, and see as what happened. we know what happened in terms of a contract between those two clubs, and also the negotiations, how they went down with Kaizer Chiefs. So the dream for Fawaz Basadin is to play for a bigger team, because he further said, definitely as a player for your career, that will always be a dream, securing a move to a big club. For me personally, I do like to achieve that as well. But for now, my main focus is to help Stellenbosch get to the Cape Confederation final and hopefully win the trophy and play until the end of the season. Until the end of the season, keyword. Fawaz Basadin Bafetu. Keyword, until the end of the season. He did not say, no, I want to play until a future I am in. No, he said until the end of the season. But anyways, it's fine. I will get to my point currently. So, CAF Confederation Cup final, they played today. I think they played very well. I was watching both Fawaz Basadin and Mohamed Hussein, which is a player that has been linked with the move to the Klima Boys. So, they're both left backs, with Fawaz Basadin being a left wing back. To be honest, he's a left wing back. Great player. I believe he's someone that we might get to sign end of the season, this July. If we do not sign him, because definitely we know we need a left back, we need a right back, we need central, we need strikers. I don't think is someone who's going to even finish the season, not this season but the next coming season. I'm not sure some niggas how many years, 2 years, I believe 2 years. So I don't think Kuze got 2 years, so we need those strikers. We need, actually what the coach needs is for him to get the players that he wants. That's it. The coach needs to be able to sign the players that he needs for his project to be successful, because without that, I don't think there's anywhere that we're going to go. So when you listen to Fawaz Basadin, he says until the end of the season, meaning anything can happen at the end of the season. So what is Kaizer's management? That is my question now. What is Kaizer's management doing in order to make sure with the players that are wanted by Coach Nabi currently this season? If we do not take it seriously, Bafeto, there's nowhere that we're going to go. Let's be honest. Yeah, but let's be honest. Kaizer Chiefs needs players, and one thing that Coach Nabi said, which is something that also Ozwane said. Okay, not necessarily the same thing, but definitely the same thing, because if you look at Nabi, he said no, Kaizer just made some errors in the signing of their players. This one, I don't believe he signed players, he just used what he had. And then Nabi, at least those players, but they're not the players that were wanted by him. He just approved because I have no choice, I need to get this and this and this and that. So it's another problem that we are currently facing. Perfect. What are you guys saying? Because without the signing of the players, I don't think we're going to go anywhere. And another thing, the princess treatment. I've been saying this from Izolo. We're going to treat every player with the most respect to it. I know you are female, yes, you must be female, but also don't forget how much duties that you have for the team. If someone you're not giving us what we want, bye-bye, go. Contract termination is fine. If you're pele, my pele, uhambe, that's it. Then we're going to nurse everyone because it's been there. It's something that has always been happening. So I don't think we're going to go anywhere. And hey, let me just quickly jump to a comment to Moyo. Thank you for the information. That's so live. I guess this a bad habit, and we're still facing the same thing. Definitely it's a second. So without it change, we can't go anywhere. Mr. P, Zwane was really going hard on players from development, especially Blom and Gaizane. Yeah, that is true. He made some of the players who are currently playing today. Let's be honest. He made them. Philosopher, let's bring Pito head coach, Zwane and Doc Kumalo co-coaches. No, problem is, we can bring those coaches. Those coaches, nabo, they have their own way of doing things. So, like I've said, if we do not allow the coach to sign the players lawa afunayo, why did we even bring him here? We can't expect miracles from the players that we already had. We need to make sure to know, for us to change things, we need to sign more Lilepos. Look at our players like Abo Lilepo. That guy is quality Bafetu, let's be honest. Let's be honest. I've heard people comparing him to Christian Saile. Christian Saile doesn't know how to hold a ball. Number one. Number two, he doesn't even look magapasa. He just plays. He doesn't even know what happy ball. But look at Nulilepo. You can see clearly that guy is football minded. He knows when to pass. He knows when to cross. He knows when to do the right things at the right time. You understand? So that takes, I don't know. That takes football brains. If you do not have that, then I don't think you deserve to play for Kaizer Chiefs. So abo coach bona mfethu singaba blamer, but let's be honest, we definitely do need to sign players. Kumbule, last transfer window we did not sign any players. No, not last, the last of last. Like Bekpete Kona or Kevin Johnson, we did not sign any players. We did not sign any players, so I believe we would be big money so that they can be able to sign players. But look at what is happening. We are still not signing the players that are wanted by Coach Nabi. So for me, fix I don't think we're going anywhere. Tulani, QP this weekend I think abanje hangover. Hey, stress and fate. Hey. Stress and phela sadlala futhi again. Kungasikudala nje we're going to be playing 3 azikho kude. This week makuphela nje iviki Saturday we are playing Soweto Derby. Enyazi ke ukuthi lapho vele bazobe ba serious abachita, but what about all the other games? Why are they not serious about other games lawa akudlalwa kuwo? Hey, Lenny Samoya, thank you so much. People, please like this video of Fating and Born and Corner. What on a like video? Please like the video. Mr. P, Chiefs, no, before Mr. B, Chiefs must get quality with football intelligence. It will be a disaster if Chiefs lose in the final. I see chaos. Hey, Mr. B, because now the pressure, there's a lot of pressure, not just to the players, but the coach himself. He will be under a lot of pressure if they lose the final. And let's be honest, do you see Kaizer just winning the final the way Slalanga? For me, I do not see them winning the final. Let's be honest. How we are playing, I do not see us winning the final. So if we get to win the final, because I know Mr. P, is there any performance clause on those contracts? If you perform, you get bonuses, and if you're not performing, salary deductions once and for all. Yeah, salary deduction ain't affected that much, because kumbule, those players are getting paid handsome amount of cash. So even if they were about to reduce, they will feel it maybe for the first few months, but after that it's supposed to adjust and then they'll be fine. What I think is, if we see what you're not performing, we are going to terminate your contract. That's it. If player okay, if you I need to perform. If I'm not performing, then they will let me go. And I understand, definitely they're going to let me go. You know, one thing I've liked about Kaizer Chiefs last when we brought in this player, F. Mamcha Gonzalez. We knew it's okay. If it doesn't perform, then it's fine. Season release. But what if we signed him? And then 3, 4, 5 years? Nabi Manje, we are in big trouble, because clearly you can see he was not giving us anything. Even the players that we had were far better than him. And I do not think Uti maybe he's a bad player. I think it's just the environment. It's a different environment, huge establishment. He's not even used to those things. So yeah, that's something. But with the right scouting and even the coach having a say when it comes to players, we signed Lilepo. And look at Lilepo. Lilepo is a great player, Bafit. Let's be honest. Lilepo is a great player. Unfortunately, ufike endaweni engekho right. And we've spoken about this. If the environment is not good enough, what are we expecting for that player of guy who he's not going to be responsible for every player. Like, he has to be responsible for himself, and the other players have to be responsible for themselves. If they are not, then that is the problem. We are not going anywhere. Lenisa, Kaizer Chiefs is too friendly, especially Coach Nabi. Coach Nabi was to maybe he's just trying to protect the players, but let's be honest, they don't need protection at this level. At this point, they don't need protection. Milibas would know we are doing bad and we need to go. That's it. That's it. Ayikho please like the video. I see you guys are here, but you're not liking the video. Do you believe we can lift the Nedbank Cup and everything under Mart captaincy? Hey, Pikum Ganami Angaz. To be honest, I don't know at this point. I don't even think it's possible. To be honest, I don't even think it's possible. And then I would be relieved, but to be honest, I don't know. Because once it's just a loser, you have to and then boom, it's done. We've lost that Nedbank Cup. It's going to be chaos. I do not want to lie. It's going to be chaos. I don't know what is going to happen, but Nyabon should die. You understand? Philosopher, Duba out for this derby. Any update on Shivaviro? Yeah, Duba has been suspended. I don't know why coach played him last game. To be honest, I thought Utuba would be sidelined so that maybe we can keep him for the big game that is coming. But at least if he's suspended now, then that means we need Benkapu Subesnai. Following the other week, because we are playing Angelo. Games are the land. There's no time to rest. So Angaz, last we would have complained with Abachita, they played, and then Balala. So they've had a long time without playing games. But man, they're playing each and every week in and week out. What the? Hey, Asaz. Mr. B, those players should be blacklisted. They're gambling with our club. I was for relegation. Pelama is Pumile top 8. We are out. And I don't think there's a chance we will weird. I don't see it. I don't see it. Unless Shai Pirates, Shai and it's Kokune. But I know what we do have to play Polukwane City again. Not just not true. What is the other team that we need to play? But hey, Asaz, Philosopher, yes, I agree. Lelepo is good and Krele. Also, Mikel is great. So far, you can see Nabi has a good taste when it comes to his signings. Kanti Lumfo Wagabong Sam, they signed him for what? Tangsho Sam Obong and Sam Nontwari. Those two players were signed for the coach, not Utu Yebegavafuna. Bam sign, but no, as Bonino to release it. Those players, so at least now Manyama player was a Konuga Sevens, and coach was like, hey, young phone, Bafit, young phone. So that's why we're not seeing much of them. You understand? It's because he did not approve. It's something I totally easy, so he had no choice. You understand? Then to sign a player without even the coach's consent, it is a problem. So you can do bang and say, I don't think Minuzo spam scheme. No utabe kona umesh this squat ngeke. No mangalula maganjani angeke. I don't think so. Uzomana chincha kona ngala ma player is now, but usem Nontwari, it will be like if now we are going to bambe scheme because you have no proof from isn't as so I do not know, guys. We will see what is going to happen. Guys, please like the video. Please like the video. Rifis, are there any news about Tumayele? Please like the video. Lapo wa featuring and born and corner nonke. Umayele wa featuring let's just wait, because so far is when she to offer she contract, because now they don't want to let him go. I won't what it was a sense. So let's just wait for a little bit longer. A season, I know I'm going to give you something when it comes to Mayele. Tulani, but first we need foreign investors so that we can be able to compete from the market transfer. I'm like thinking, to be honest, when it comes to Chiefs. It's just Chiefs in jail now. Why? To keep money, but they prefer making money rather than spending money. So that is a problem that we're currently facing, and it's also slow as a long king. You understand? Spelele, is Cele fully fit? No, Cele is not fully fit, but he's trying, to be honest. He's trying his best, even though he's currently injured. Uyadlala. Let's give it to him. Yabona uCele noLilepo, Miguel, yeah man, those players, there's something about them. They you can tell no, they are fighting for the badge, unlike the other players that we currently have. So hey, perfect. We're going to see what is going to happen. Cele is a good midfielder, but Solomons is something else. So Dylan Solomons nice, someone else who understand. Sometimes right, sometimes it's not okay. Hey, perfect. Mina ngisazi. Yikho nje ngithi Kaizer management must make the right call this transfer window. Transfer window yafika manje. We are just left with Sububan manje April, and then futhi ngasambali May yavala iyaphela season, June, May, June, July. Isikhathi leso. We need to make sure ukuthi we sign the players that we need. Philosopher, like. We have only 4 likes out of 49 people watching. Please, guys, let's like and attract more viewers. Perfect. Please like the video. Ngizonibona mina with an update if ever I do have something. For now, ngicela nihlale nje nicabange ningitshele ukuthi kahle kahle siyophelelaphi if we do not want to sign the players.